Hi, Cancer. Happy New Year. So happy to be here with you right now. Thank you for your support. I wish you all the best for 2025. We are going to be doing a reading today about what is to come. What is to come about money and finances. I've really gone second house on this in astrology. So it is your money, your financial responsibilities, how you earn it, how you spend it, how you save it, invest it. It can also be about your personal property and possession, okay? We're going to be talking about relationships, any type of relationship from platonic to romantic, work, family, business, friend groups, social circles, and everything in between. And we're going to be talking about personal growth. So the other thing I want to mention is sometimes these readings can take on, these things could be happening now, or it could be 1 to 3 months. Also, what was I going to say about it too? Oh, your sun, moon, rising, or if you have Venus in Cancer, you could look at this from a relationship perspective all the way through. Okay, so let's get right into this. And I'm going to be using the tarot for clarification and confirmation as well. So money and finances. We have Mother of Water, emotional self-care. We have number 30 or number 3. Okay, we're talking about your money, your finances. But here's the other thing. This is water, right? Mother of Water. So what does Spirit, God, Source, Universe want you to know, or whoever it is for you? One, there needs to be communication because number 3 is coming out there, okay? So I feel like whatever it is surrounding any of those second house areas that I talked about, there needs to be more communication. That will be key in this. Sometimes communication is, say for example, we overspend or we're not great with money, okay? But there's going to be a flip side to that too. We don't want to talk about it because we want to let on to people that we're, living high on the hog and we're keeping up with the Joneses, and we don't want people to know that we're in debt up to our eyeballs and all of that type of thing. So I feel that the communication could even be going as far as communicating with a planner, a financial planner, advisor that could help you with all of that. I also feel it's just being honest with yourself. You speak the truth, even if it's just to yourself, that this is my issue, this is the problem, and I need to start working on it. I almost feel like here, because I feel it's taken an emotional toll on you. That's why this Mother of Water come up, and they're saying emotional self-care. You could really be beating yourself up over whatever it is. Your financial responsibilities that you're not being responsible about, or just your money and finances in general. The fact that maybe that you need to find a new job, a new position, but you haven't really gone forward or done anything about it. The other thing I want to say is you need to be kind and loving and caring to yourself during this as well, and compassionate. Self-love, self-care, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is coming in here because she's a queen. She's like the Mother of Water or the Queen of Water here, Cups as well, who deals with all the emotional part of it. Use your intuition as well, I want to say. Use your intuition. Let it help to guide you to make the right decisions. The Queen of Pentacles, take on her energy. She is just, look, she's a provider. And maybe that's your role within the family, okay? She's the provider and she's good at it. She is financially stable, maybe where it is that you want to be when it comes to your money and finances. She's practical, helpful, also very nurturing. But there's something around your money and finances here where you need to get to the heart of the matter, the truth of the matter. I was saying in one of the other signs, because personal property just keeps popping into my head. Actually, I think I've said it in a couple, but in different ways. There may be something, because it could literally not just be property and possessions like what it is that's yours and you own it. Literally could be property. Is there something that you need to sell that could possibly help you out? Something that you're not using, something that isn't bringing in what's good for you. Like it would be if you have a property and it ends up being more of a money hole all the time. Like I'm thinking like a rental property. It might be time to just be done with it, to get rid of it, because it's more headache than, it's more harmful than good. It could be something like that. You know, the other one I was talking about was music. I think it was a musical instrument that someone may have. I'm giving this to you as an example. It might resonate, but you don't use it. It's like the exercise bike that sits and becomes a clothes rack, or sits and collects dust. And you know what? It could really help you out financially. So there's something that you can sell, offload, maybe rent out. That could even be it for you. Maybe it's the opposite of that, because I just popped that in, that you could rent out in some way that's going to bring extra money into you. It's being resourceful. Pentacles, very resourceful, okay? So I'm going to leave that there. Let's get into the relationships, any type. And remember, one card, all of the cards I'm going to lay out here could resonate with you, okay? It's going to be different for different people. Here we are, distant horizon. Well, I like that. That spirit just letting you know. Is that a ship? Let me get my glasses on here. Your ship is coming in. The distant horizon, right? Your ship's coming in and it's going to anchor. So there is going to be a relationship that spirit is sending in for you in any area of your life. But I'm going to talk about current relationship too here, okay? That, look, that looks very bright and colorful and happy and joyful. It's coming in. 36 or number 9 may be important for you. I feel like in relationships, if you're a person who just feels like, man, I just never get a good, solid relationship in my life. You could feel like they're all very superficial in any area, okay? And you're like, just once I would like that person, I'm going to say it, that's a peanut butter to my jelly. Even if it's just in platonic friendship, or a good work partner, or a partner in business, or lover, you know, romance. Yeah, but there's still something else. I'm going to get to that. Let me get the tarot out here. The Page of Swords. For some of you, before this can happen, okay, you need to get really, I've been talking about this a lot in some of the piles, you need to get really clear, okay? In this case, you need to get really clear about what it is that you want, that you need in this relationship over what you just want, okay? What you need from this relationship, need in this relationship, and how it would serve you the best, okay? To be clear about that. All right. The other thing I want to say, if this is a relationship that you're already in, maybe it feels like you're not anchored, okay? Maybe it feels like your boat, your relationship is a little adrift right now. This is spirit saying all it takes from both of you is to get clear about what you want this relationship to be and to communicate. See, we had communication over here. 3, 6, 9, all threes. We can say communication again, okay? Communicate. Communication will be the key to get your relationship anchored back down, bright and colorful and happy and joyful again, okay? But there needs to be clarity. You may have to think of new ways of communicating, new ways of doing things, okay? So just keep that in mind if it's a relationship that you're in. This boat is bright and colorful. I feel like there is potential there, okay? It just, communication is key, and maybe a new way of communicating and figuring out what you both want from the relationship and how to work towards it together. But I feel like there is potential there. I really do. They're giving me that feeling of potential. But both people need to be on board and clear about it, all right? Being smart, being truthful. Okay, sword of truth here. Being smart about it, being wise about it, being truthful about it, and being clear about it. All right, let's go on to personal growth. The cards that I'm using, I'm loving right now because, and the reason I chose this deck, or I think actually Spirit chose it for me, but I don't use it a lot, but it has the light attribute and the shadow attribute. So it's kind of like what you should be and what you need to work on and let go of, right? So let's go here. We have child wounded. Okay. This looks like a mother with her 2 children and a blanket wrapped around them, and they're sitting there in front of a fire. That's what it reminds me of, okay? But let me read the card. It says light attributes. Awakens compassion and desire to serve others. Wounded children. Oh, sorry, you guys. I can't read a sentence. Okay, light attributes. Awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children. Opens the learning path of forgiveness. I also feel like this could be, it says to serve other wounded children. We're always a child to our parents, so this can be adults as well, okay? Helping them. The shadow attribute may be taking them, wrapping them in your blanket of love, kindness, caring, compassion, okay? That's why I noticed this, all right, like a mother would. Shadow attributes blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. That's the stuff you want to release and let go of. You want to get yourself into a place, and you may help one person, you just may be a shining example. It's not that you even go out of your way to help someone, but someone may know of you and what your wounds are, and they see you moving through it and getting better, etc., etc. And they're like, wow, if she or he can do it, so can I. Okay, so you just might be a shining, bright example to other people as well. And maybe the dysfunction does come from childhood wounds, but we can fix the dysfunction, because all we're doing by not fixing it is resisting it and resisting to move forward. So I love this, okay? So that is something for you to work on here, personal growth. All right, let's get a tarot, though, to go with it as well. Oh, my glasses, put them over there. Okay, Cancer. Well, I feel too, Cancer energy for the most part, and it won't be all you Cancers because it depends on your natal chart. I do natal chart readings, FYI, if you want to look in the description box. There's a link to my website if you want to check it out. And pretty much anywhere in the world, my prices are quoted in Canadian dollars. You're going to be paying less. So there's that positive thing for you. In the end, you're not going to be paying the amount that's shown on the screen because it will convert to your funds, okay? All right. Tarot here for this, Cancer. Death card. It's time for transformation. That's what the Death card is. Letting the old die away, wither away, release it, let go of it so that the new can come in. Letting go of all of these shadow attributes, the resistance, right? Blaming everything on everyone or something else. That's just got to stop. You need to release it and let it go. And then you bring in all of this positive energy up here. And again, it could just be that you are a shining example, or you could actually want to start working with people, right? So those are your messages, Cancer. I hope that you enjoyed them. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in one of my other readings.